Just a small explanation for the people who don't understand my perfect writing in English, how to insert it. I say it works like a block. If I have made a block of a door or window, I want to insert it to a wall, it will be exactly the same thing. So that's why I say treat it like a block. So I take this, I drag in the symbol, I drop it here. I go to hidden line and you see it not there. It's outside someplace. So delete. Like the wireframe. It needs to meet the edges of the wall wherever we want. The issue is if I take this and drag it to this, you see I drop it here but it ends up there. I have no running snap on. So you have no control where it ends. So I delete that one also. And the same thing if I take it here to this edge, jumping there. That's boring. So I take it here and I go down and drop it where I have my alignment on the wall. It's this place. And then we have better control where we insert the window, in this case. I basically use component 1, and this point here, that is my alignment, that is baseline. That's also I need to use frame inset, so I can say the window should be flush, 54mm out there, in this case. Else the window will come in here and go that way. And that's not where I want it. Then it have connection to the wall. Should I hope it has. Need double check. So there you see a cut in the hole. Everything works like it should. And I want to make a block out the one. Just insert it here. And I make a block. And I call it test. Easy. They have done this. Dbl test. Okay. Now I can go to my block and find Dbl test. Someplace here. That was the one I make earlier. ABCD, there it is. And it's the same thing. I need to go and find one edge when I want to insert it. And say this should be here. If I now go to draft, see I have 2. Then we want to copy this. I can take it there and I can press Ctrl. And see it's linked to the wall. Press Ctrl and I place it there. Now I have this. But then this is not accurate. So if I want it, let's say, I draw a circle here. I want it to be in the center of that circle. That is the point. Then I can also use the copy tool. Take this. And I say it should be in the center of this one, C. Then I know it's exactly on the place where I want it to be. Something hang here. Okay. Need to delete it. That's the reason for this. But when I have this, I can also use it as an opening. I delete that one. Unless I want to use the opening tool. Now it will remember the last one, so I need to go and set oh, I don't want to use test, I want to use this double test we just made. Wherever that is, there it is in the bottom. So I put this in there, there, and there. Put this on block now. Then I go into this double test block, edit content. I select it, I go selection info, and I have now the parameter value here. I say I want to be 600. Then I go back behind the block and finish edit. Now you see all this was blocked, so they will change all in one go. This one is still only one simple ppm. So I can take this one and I can make a copy of this, and then I can say this one, I go to and I go and say this should be only 200. Then it only affects that single ppm. If I use a block or the block in opening tool, it will affect everything. And also in the ppm, it follow layer by color by layer on the pen. So I say this should be on test, should be green. This one can be on test 3, and it should be brown. And then I go and say draft render again. That's how it works. This one is an opening, so I can go and change. Opening, I say I want it on 1000, and I'm coming up there. So that is the difference. If we have it like a block, or inside the opening tool, or if you only insert it as a parametric symbol. And if we want it to be an opening, this is from 2021, a block can have auto modifier. If earlier version, then you need to go to block edit and need to draw a line that follow the edge here, so that you use that to cut out the opening with. Then where is it? Then this tool will be activated, opening modifier, when you are in edit. You can go to block and do that also. It was the double test. I go to edit and I go to hidden line. I set the work plane by facet there, and I draw a polyline. Should be close with polyline. I go from V to V, 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 and then I should go and say close. Now there's polyline in there. Just to show how it works, I can say offset. 20 millimeter is okay. There. Then I delete that polyline. And now we get something similar to a rough opening. Then I say, you see now this is activated because there is something TurboCAD can use to make the modifier. Then I say activate this one. I select the polyline and I'm finished. Now it will cut an opening that's 20 millimeter bigger than the window. So finish with that. And now you can also see here there is a distance, 20 millimeter distance, because it used the modifier line. That is what they need to have in older version of TurboCAD. 2021 we don't need it. And the aux line I have draw around inside the ppm, I can adjust in the same way. So then I hope people understand what I talk about.